It is day 19 of Vlogmas. It is just after 1 o'clock and I have no idea where my morning went. I woke up a little bit early and it is colder today. There's a little bit of frost on the ground. It's super pretty, but I was really groggy. I didn't even get any knitting time. I just kind of eased into my day and then hit the ground running. I got myself ready, did some shipping, ran a few errands. I had to go to an appointment and I started to get pulled in a whole bunch of different directions, and now I'm feeling a little bit behind. I was hoping to be done everything by now and I could just sit down and do some knitting, but it looks like I have to go back out because I didn't get to the grocery store, and I know if I don't do it today, I will regret it and it will really eat into the rest of my week. So that is what I am going to do. I just popped our dinner into the crock pot. I'm really excited about it. It's a really yummy meal that I've made a couple of times from one of my favorite slow cooker cookbooks. It's French dip sandwiches. And I think it's going to be a super boring day. So I'm gonna head out, do a few groceries, maybe do some stocking stuffer shopping, try to finish that off, get back here, put everything away. I need to clean up my fridge, get myself organized a little bit, get dinner on the table. James has soccer tonight and I really just want to knit. I have so many things I want to work on right now. I've got a sweater, I've got my shawl, I've got socks, I've got a hat, and I've got the Sylvie scarf. So a lot of stuff happening. I really need to ease into a nice routine with my knitting. My plan is to do my socks in the morning, my Sylvie scarf throughout the day because I can just pick it up, put it down, maybe time block a little bit of knitting time for my sweater, and my number 10 shawl. I feel like that's an anytime kind of thing, maybe in the evenings while watching a movie. We'll see, but I am treating it like it's a job. I am slotting it into my week. I'm going to time block because that is the only thing that works for me. And I'm just gonna try and get these last few things done this afternoon and hopefully get back early enough that I beat some of the crowds and some of the traffic. This is the cookbook that I mentioned earlier and that I'm using for tonight's dinner. It is my absolute favorite slow cooker cookbook. It's called Everyday Slow Cooking by Kim Laidlaw. I've tried quite a few crockpot or slow cooker cookbooks over the years, and I have to say I'm not a fan of most of them. I feel like you either get a crazy long list of ingredients and a million steps to start it on the stove top, put it in the crock pot, finish it in the oven, and it's just too much, or they are super basic and I find they lack a lot of flavor. This book is right in the middle. I feel like the recipes are super easy. The ingredients are totally attainable for me, and they're really delicious meals, like really yummy. Just look at that photo. It's not huge, but I feel like it has a lot of recipes in it. And I thought I would share some of my favorites that I've tried or just marked to try. I have made this balsamic pot roast with baby root vegetables. It is absolutely delicious. I've used this as a guideline and made a lasagna in my crock pot, but I didn't use these ingredients. So this one was just more of a referencing recipe for me. These are two that I would like to try, but I haven't yet. A beef bolognese and beef stroganoff with wild mushrooms. This one really appeals to me. This is probably my favorite recipe in the whole book. It is so delicious. You make this filling for a beef and mushroom pot pie in the crock pot, and then you can use a store-bought pie dough. You could use puff pastry. You can use whatever you want that you can buy and just pop it in the oven at the end right before you want to eat with the crust on top, and it is such a delicious, comforting meal. I really, really like that one. This is what we are having tonight, French dip sandwiches with caramelized onions. And I always forget that this recipe calls for you to caramelize the onions overnight. I didn't even think about it. I didn't check the book. So this morning I just did the mushrooms in a pan and then put them in the crock pot, threw in the roast, and we will have a really yummy meal tonight. I think I might just serve this with a leafy green salad and maybe some broccoli. I'm not sure yet. Chicken fajitas is a really good one that I've tried. Super easy. And you can always modify some of these. I feel like they are really adaptable. That looks really yummy, even though I don't have a sticky note on it. There are variations on things, which I love. 4 ways with chicken thighs. It's a fun book to flip through too. I just really like the layout and the photos in here. And you can see the recipes are not ridiculously long or complicated. We've had these. They are delicious. Buffalo, I didn't say what it was, the buffalo chicken lettuce wraps. Sometimes I just serve that with potatoes, like baked potatoes for the boys. There's seafood in here. It's a really well-rounded book. I feel like I don't have any other crockpot books with recipes that look this fresh. She does it in a way that it looks like you're getting a normal meal. I feel like sometimes you put things in the crockpot and even if they taste good, they don't look very good. They're just a big bowl of mush, and I don't know, I think I'm a bit of a visual person. This looks delicious to me. Farro with spring vegetables. I love farro. So that is my favorite crockpot cookbook. I haven't done any of these desserts. I'm always curious about them, but anyways, I thought I would share because I'm always on the hunt for good crockpot recipes because working from home, I feel like I can get really off task, and if I don't plan my dinner well, I'm kind of at a loss at 4 o'clock. And so a couple of times a week, if I'm lucky, it will be once a week on a good week, I will use my crock pot, and it's just one meal that I feel really good about all day. I can go about my business, get things done, and know that there will be a really yummy meal ready just before dinner time. So I really love this book. It's the one that I use the most now for my crock pot. I am back from the grocery store. I dragged Camden along with me, so it wasn't as bad as I anticipated. I love having company in the grocery store. And I finally got some citrus and filled up my beautiful bowl with some oranges, lemons, limes, some clementines, and my favorite, a ruby red grapefruit. Now this is going to be the test because I feel like whenever you get one of these little cases of clementines or the little baby mandarins, I feel like the first one you have is going to tell you if it's going to be a good batch or not. And I cannot stand them when they taste like nothing. So fingers crossed, I'm gonna pick a good one. I'm gonna try it out. And hopefully it is sweet and delicious because I love clementines at Christmas when they're good. But when they're not, they're really bad. They are not the best ever, but they are pretty good. So I'm happy. I got the most adorable package in the mail today. I didn't really expect to get it before Christmas because I'm pretty sure I ordered this well into the first week of December. And it's come all the way from the UK. I saw my friend Kate from Hawthorne Cottage Crafts talk about a couple of her really pretty progress keepers on her knitting projects, and they were from this shop. They're called Chapel View Crafts, and I was on the hunt for some new holiday or Christmas themed progress keepers, particularly baked goods and sweets. I really wanted to find one that was an empire biscuit. My mother-in-law makes empire biscuits quite often, and it's a favorite of all of ours. But they didn't have any. I did send them an email asking if they'd ever had them before or if they could possibly have them in the future. I would be so excited. But this is what I got, and I am so happy with them. They are beautifully made and so stinking cute. This one is a little crumpet with butter. This guy is so adorable. He's a little winter gnome. I love him. This is a little mini marshmallow snowman, and I was looking at him and he's even got little arms painted on. And I just love putting these on my projects, even if I'm not moving them to keep track of any progress. I just really like them to mark the right side of my project. So if I'm grabbing it quickly, I can tell, but also I just think it's really cute on my project. This one is a really nice white mug with hot chocolate. There's some mini marshmallows in there. This is a little trio of super cute treats. And I think they'd be nice around Valentine's Day too, because there's a little heart mug, a little slice of strawberry shortcake, and a little sugar cookie with jam. So sweet. And then this one, I thought this was adorable. She had these little tins of, I think there were some biscuit tins and chocolate tins, because those are an assortment of chocolates, the celebrations, and they are filled with sweet treats. Now, how adorable are these cookies? I love them. And I think this will be the perfect little tin to keep in a really big knitting project bag or like my big basket. So I can just grab one whenever I need it. But look at how cute they are. There's some sandwich cookies. I think this is what we call a digestive cookie, which I love. Chocolate dipped ones. Another one of those sugar cookies. My mom makes cookies like that. I just thought they were super cute, and I can use these pretty much year round, other than I feel like this little guy is a little bit more Christmassy, winter themed, and maybe my gnome, but the rest of them I would totally use any time of the year. And I've just been looking to add a couple to the collection that I have, because I didn't have like baked goods, and I don't know why. I was just wanting something that looked like a little sweet treat to put on my knitting project. So I'm really, really happy. It was super fast shipping. I think they look beautifully made, and I really liked the assortment. There were quite a few. I just find if I'm ordering something like this, to order one or two and then pay shipping, it's never really worth it. So I really liked that there were so many options to choose from, and I liked so many of them. It just made placing an order and shipping it worthwhile. So I am super happy with all of those, and I just wanted to share them with you.
you?
Me, I don't like
Jaffa cake. Nice.